Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera, co-founder of MDC Trading Academy, with today's pre-market forecast. First day of trading for February the 3rd. Today, Monday. Let's look at the preview for our weekly activity. Let's look at our news items. Today, we do have some news at 10 o'clock in the morning. We have the ISM manufacturing PMI. Relatively light week throughout the balance of the week. We don't have anything on Tuesday or Thursday. We do have 10 a.m. We have ISM manufacturing PMI. Crude inventories, and obviously we have the important one here, which is all about unemployment rates and hourly earnings. Very indicative of the economy. So it's very critical for us to understand what's going on in there. Let's go to our daily chart today. As we can see, what we have is a market that's pretty much taken everything back from the beginning of the year. If you look at it this way. Here's where the year began. Here's our first session of the day. We kind of had started with of the year. We retraced, made an all-time high, several all-time highs along the way. We have pretty much taken it all back. Right now, we're finding support here at the 50 SMA. We do have this other swing low here at 31.82, right around here. But I think if the market decides to go there, battle's going to be between bouncing off there and potentially finding resistance on the 50 SMA. Now, obviously, the target for this market is the 80 SMA. That's the key target for this market. That's where we're expecting the market to run next. Obviously, if it breaks through. Now, we had a huge down bar on Friday. The volume was our best volume of the year so far. We've had over 3 million contracts being traded. Our average daily volume is up to 1.7 million, which is fantastic, and our ATR is a healthy 36. And we're looking for 1.1 and 14, so we're getting a lot of activity within this market, which is really good for us because it provides us much opportunity. Now, again, where are we now? Market ran, hits top, retraces off the top. Now we're in a very clear and concise compression here in this market between these price levels here, the almost all-time high here, the swing high up here didn't quite make the all-time high, but it's coming off that. We have a nice compression here, very cool compression here, and two things can happen with compressions. Market can continue to obviously oscillate between the two areas until ultimately it breaks out. One way or the other, it breaks out. Now, if it breaks out, obviously, we have plenty of resistance and support down to the bottom to run. The key is you have to follow the market's trend and you have to trade the trend. The thing is, it's very easy to fall in love with the side here when you see this. The thing is, you gotta trade the trend, trade the runs. Don't force this market. It's not a market to be trifled with. Market hits bottom, recovering quickly, is using all of these blue lines here represent price objectives. And you see how the market is coming right back up here to retrace this. As you can see here, we have a run, we have a top, now we have a bottom. Now it's coming here to retest this top here again. So let's see what happens when the market comes to and test that area. Now, it could be a double top, market can break through. Again, it can oscillate between these areas, or it can continue to the upside a little bit further, which is what normally happens when the most of the time when you have a run and then a consolidation, or the market can break down and continue to retest these areas down here. Again, there's no crystal ball here. We have to go with what the market is offering us. There's our test right here, the test that we were talking about. Here it is. You see the reaction? Look at the reaction. See how the market this line here, these lines are not subjective lines. These are based on our strategy, and we're able to extrapolate them and project them out into the future. And look how the market reacts. This is one of our best tools here at the Trading Academy. We're always projecting areas, but our areas are not based on anything subjective. Everything is based on price action within our strategy. Well, today, like I said, those are the parameters that we're looking at right now. This is our north-south line here. This is our equator here as far as longs and shorts. Anything above here, any retracements to the area, we're expecting the market to continue higher. Any break of this area, particularly breaking lower here, then we're expecting the market to reach and move a little lower. Now remember, you have to go with the run. Do not force this market. Have a great trading session. Let me know what you think.